one more. He's good with the drums. Yeah, well. That's real good. Funk Bunk has Riz. I don't know. Metal has been on the fence about. Tell him yourself. Does Funky have Riz, Metal? Okay. Level 60. The Brimshine I'm aware of. The Elite I did. New Machine Skin. What are the... I gotta figure out the aerial captures. I did Grapple Strike. I did Gliding. I need to do the Bile Guts and the Sting Spawn. 5 Bile Guts. And, oh, it's the same trophy for both. So I probably killed 50 Sting Spawn, but I know I need to kill another Froggy Boy. All quests completed. That's quest related, quest related, quest related, quest related. Skills I'm aware of. Spectre Gauntlet done. Okay, so Delver Trinket. Oh, Jesus. Delver Trinkets. I need to know what those are, and I need to know what the aerial captures are. What is chat saying? No, he doesn't. He may not have Riz, but he has... Oh my god. What's up, Pogi? What's good? Hello there. Aerial captures. How do you freaking... There's a bunch of aerial captures.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know that you have rights? The Constitution says you do, and so do I. I believe that until proven guilty, every man, woman, and child in this country is innocent.
Nice. North of the Cauldron. Follow the road northwest. To the left, you'll see some ruins. Okay, we're gonna figure this out. He's nothing compared to you, so Metal, you have...
not live with your own failure.
All there is.
Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Yeah. You don't like that, do you? You don't like when she shows you other men she's attracted to? Okay, somewhere here. Sunwing, no one gives a crap about a Sunwing. Wait a minute. He shows you pics of women. Yeah. I don't... You know, people got their opinions about that. Whether that's healthy or not. It goes both ways. Oh, absolutely. That motionless fella, yeah. It's crazier too, because Funky's into dudes and women. So they're like, nobody's safe. You're just friends, doesn't matter. I guess. Where is this crappy thing? Oh, that's like right the frick there. Hold on. It's like right... There. What is that? Well, that ain't it, is it? Bingo. I want to know what these are. Funky's the grease to your metal. Ah!
Oh, I thought I had that.
Origin unknown. Source nearby. Funky's so flabbergasted he can't even type properly. That's crazy. She's catching on. She's catching on. So what the frick now? What's up with this? Why is this here?
Here I come.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't understand these one bit. Interact with it, and it'll add a new marker to your map. Fly to this location, and a flight path will appear. Ain't no flight path. What are you talking about? Funky likes men, that's why friends with you. Oh my god. Flight path will appear. Follow this trail. Dude, what crack is this game smoking right now? This is pissing me off. Show on map, mother trucker. See some ruins. Some crack. Nice. Oh, you have to examine. Oh, it's always this freaking
This
thing.
transmitter. There's corrupted data on it. And it's linked to a flight path? Maybe if I follow its trail, my focus can repair the data.
Maybe.
I should fly to the starting coordinates up in the air nearby.
Well, fly me up there. Fly me to the moon, why don't you? Funky likes them crazy. Dude. Giggity. Yeah, Sim, I remember that. Remember you saying that. Why the heck? So I have to do like 6 of these.
Aha! Coordinates for a flight path. Okay, I think my focus is repairing the transmitter data. I'll lose the trail if I'm too far off course.
Alright, well stay on course, Aloy. Just don't do anything stupid.
Huh. Data's still repairing, but there's an audio log.
Most of the coast is overrun. The swarm will take the rest soon. Then, inland. USRC's drawn a new defense line to the east. Anyone between it and the bots this time tomorrow's as good as dead. Our last recon's at Pangea Park. Pasha had a VIP card for that place. What a dork. Kind of wish I'd gone now. Just once.
Yeah, I have problems staying in line. I actually don't, but...
Now the park's just another piece of land we're barely holding. plenty of losses. Underreported, no doubt.
Wow,
I'm running
beautiful.
out of time. After Pangaea Park, LA will fall. And to complicate things, I've been feeling eyes on me at base. Observing, suspecting. I need to leak what I have.
I
as
think
soon
they
as I
made
get back.
Pangaea Park because they knew they couldn't do Disneyland. So they'd probably get sued by Mickey. So they said, let's make a dino park instead. It makes more sense anyway. Well, dude, all I'm doing is the side content. You should have seen the boss fight. I'm telling you, games like this are the gold standard.
When people see the footage I have, they'll understand. There's no hope.
The story's there, the
The end of the
graphics are there, the
world's already
gameplay's
here.
there.
The Pharaoh Plague was closing in.
The fact that this game doesn't lag or crash or have bugs is there. It's all there. I can't stand playing these dirty games. I played an Xbox game, which actually was a good game, but it's just riddled with bugs, and I'm like, dude, you guys are willing to sell DLC and take people's money and give them a bad deal, like, and put the regular game on sale, but then sell the DLC full price. So if somebody buys the base game and then wants the DLC, they have to, and they didn't buy that to begin with, then they have to pay full price for the DLC. Like, what a scam. And then your game is gonna have how many bugs in it? It's embarrassing. So there's definitely other types of games that are really good, but there are certain PS5 games that are just top tier, perfect. Well, I guess near perfect. Just gold standard, like trend setting games. There's games that set the standard and there's games that try to follow the standard. And obviously this game, in my opinion, sets the standard. That doesn't mean it hasn't taken inspiration from games that walked so this game could run. But, dude, I mean, you gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna try to do all these now. I'm probably just gonna use this guide. This next one is like, it's up here somewhere. These are kind of odd because they
It's
don't,
to good use.
there's no tall neck that ends up telling you where this crap is. You just gotta find it. Which is just, that is the weird part about this DLC to me, is they don't lead you to this stuff. There's 6 of these total. And then I gotta figure out whatever the Delver's trinkets are, but after that, we probably are gonna be able to redeem, like, everything. God, it's, like, foggy in here. Oh god. Well, yeah, this outpost is like right. Wait a minute. Oh, the Sahul's guarding it. Don't shoot my bird, pussy. Alright. Your gun versus my gun, dickhead. I guess not. My gun sucks. Yeah. Oh, Sim, oh, you're lurking. I got something to tell you.
There's a corrupted recording here, along with a flight path. Route starts in the air nearby.
Yeah, riddle me swear. Come here, bird.
Gotta move!
I want this thing to just pick me up. There's a whole lot more flying in circles, though.
Lillian Barnett, Recon Squad 21 West. We passed the old refugee center at Capitol Records. Of course, if you were fit to fight, it was more of a conscription facility.
I think
Tearing
that
families apart. Doesn't matter anymore.
for Horizon
It's a wreck now,
3,
devoured by the swarm. Not like USRC will ever let the public know that.
like I'm trying to think of locations where they would go. I feel like Mexico would just be like more desert. Maybe more jungles depending on where she was at. Canada would just be more like temperate climate and snowy climate, which has been done as well in Horizon already. Now these Quen people, some of them mentioned crossing the Great Sea, or the Great Ocean, or whatever the heck they called it. I think it'd be interesting if for the third game you go to like Japan or Australia or something. Just somewhere where they could get a location that's truly like they haven't... That's like truly different than what they've made so far.
It's inevitable. How many would willingly fight for a hopeless cause if they knew the truth?
Those last months must have been awful.
Exactly. Exactly. So like they could make even crazier, like they could make a giant spider machine. I'd say kangaroo machine, but they already kind of have that. You know, Australia's got some different wildlife than the rest of the world. So that's another thing too. Like they make these monsters based off of animals and dinosaurs generally. So I think it'd be really cool. Where is... Oh. This one's like right there. Alright, this one's next. But yeah, that's what... Or like Japan. I don't know. They've got like a monkey. Alright. I swear, if they hurt my monster, I'm gonna be furious. You better cut that out. Because I'm not trying to tame another one of these. I'm also not even going to the correct island. Or this is a really bananas idea. I don't think this is what'll happen, but if they took Aloy to like another planet, that would be like completely off the rails though. What's up, Maga? Welcome. Welcome back. How are you today, buddy? What's up, Bubble Slice? Something between Hawaii and Cali. Welcome back, Bubble Slice. I remember you. Yeah, I don't want to spoil the game for you, but that is not a bad idea either. Or like the whole, even like the Indonesia area, maybe like the whole Oceania area. I'm just feeling like there's not an interesting American city they can take her to at this point, because we've gotten so much of the different like types of biomes and landscape. I mean, this game alone has snowy mountains, deserts, like freaking, you know, all these like, I wouldn't call these tropical, but this DLC's kind of tropical. And then the Frozen Wilds from Zero Dawn was like a really good snowy area. And they've got a that's the other thing with Japan, they could do a real volcano. Again, they kind of went with some lava here, but I'm just thinking like maybe there's some like different like looking biome, like, you know, it's just ideas. But yeah, Bubble Slice, I really like that idea as well. Something like that will be interesting, like a new area, a new landmass. Where is this thing at? I know I'm being a dirty guide user, but you're making a model car? Nice. What class is that for? Dude, I'm close to this. Do I need to go farther left? I'm like real close to this. Alright. Coca-Cola Volkswagen Beetle, nice. No class? What's this is for fun? Oops, wrong button. Oh, I'm so dumb. I know what you're doing. Yeah. No, that sounds really freaking cool. My brother got me a Star Wars X-Wing for my birthday. I need to build it. The only reason I haven't is because we ended up getting kittens that were living in my room, so I couldn't build that. But I built the Lego Nintendo, which I really enjoyed. If one of those dudes ever came up to me at Target and they were like, here, you have like 2 minutes to fit everything you can into this cart and we'll buy it for you, I would literally run to the Lego aisle, dump all the Lego stuff into the cart. I would like dump a bunch of puzzles into the cart. I'd try to get whatever video games I could get into the cart. The problem is the people have to unlock those, so it would take longer. Yeah, right, I thought he was making something from scratch for some reason. I don't know why, because he literally said model car.
One of those improvised transmitters.
But yeah, those are fun.
Following its flight path should repair the data on it.
I like stuff like that a lot.
Steady there.
Okay, I'm literally trying to do... Yeah. Oops. I had a model plane too or something. I forget what kind of plane it was. I had all kinds of Legos when I was a kid and Bionicles. All this crazy wait a minute. Crazy stuff. You like planes? Yeah. I just keep seeing these Lego bros on like TikTok and stuff. Like there's people who like lift and do Legos, and they do like, there's certain people you find and you're like, dang, that person's living like a lifestyle that really makes sense to me. Yeah, oh my god. You guys are too young for 9/11, but that was...
Today's recon went past Griffith, or Heaven
That
Sent
was
HQ,
serious business, dude.
former HQ, whatever. It's been shuttered for months.
The fact that
I remember when it
America
was
could
still
be
an
attacked the
observatory.
way that it was
Pasha and I went the weekend before the Walter Laundry
was like a really...
I bet Laundry's
big
just
deal.
right now, in a bunker somewhere, or smelling out in space like far Zenith.
not old, 22 years ago. Yeah, but you guys weren't even alive for
One
it.
thing the rich do right, they always have their backup plans.
Like, you guys weren't even alive when it happened. You were born after it happened.
I swiped some black boxes from scrapped birds, a few emergency radios, hacked together a timed trigger. If I'm
22
KIA,
years? Yeah, that's how long
discovered in
ago
silence.
9/11 was.
Put this to good use.
It's definitely a world-changing event. I mean, I was very young, so I don't remember. I don't have like specific. I have like vague memories of it when it happened, but not much that I could articulate to somebody.
One way or another, I'll make sure the
Um,
truth gets out there.
She sure was determined. So what
But
happened?
that was like a world-changing event. I mean, it's really bad. I think the reason I don't prefer jokes about... I mean, I'm not offended, first of all. Like, I'm not offended by a 9/11 joke, but I mean, lots of them aren't even funny anyway. But, like, it's just kids being edgy for some reason. But I think it has to do with the fact that, like, I like America. And I know that lots of people nowadays especially have different ideas about what America should be. And lots of people hate America, but I don't hate America. I feel like when people giggle about 9/11, it's like, it's just, like, America has become such a, like, laughing stock of a country. And, like, deep down, I just don't want it to be like that. I just feel like people don't respect it. And I don't blame them. But that's what, like, irks me, is, like, the kids make the jokes, and you don't even... Like, you don't even know... Like, a lot of the values of America, I think, have been lost. And they haven't taught them to the younger generations. And it's kind of like there's been all these other things that they've got people on, and they, like, and I'm not saying America has ever been perfect or the values were ever, like, perfect, but I feel like people aren't even seeing that side of it at all. Like, what the country was meant to be. So we all just say, oh, it's a dump, it's a laughing stock. Solutions are far more difficult than criticism. Agreed. I think that's the problem. But that's what's happened, is I feel like everybody, like, we've gotten to the point where we were just critical all day long. But, and, like, that's the norm, is just to be that way. But yeah, like, younger generations are being losers and spending all their time to work. Well, maybe some people. I'm just saying, like, you know, I think there's a lot about American history that is good, that is, like, kind of swept under the rug, or it's not quite. And the other thing is, a lot of what America is based on too is the accountability of its citizens. And the way that a lot of people are behaving nowadays, they don't even deserve the power that they have. And lots of people want to give it away anyway. But if we were a country of trustworthy stand-up citizens, and we really did our part, and we, like, you know, whatever, then we should have a lot more power and independence, even as citizens, than we do. And we're, like, continuing to pass the buck. Like, politics is a big blame game, and all this other propaganda is all a big blame game, and it's like everybody is fighting, and I'm like, oh man. Like, the country was founded for the purpose of freedom and independence from an oppressive government. And whatever, and obviously there's starker sides to that history anyway, but I'm saying like the positive sides, like we're just like completely ignored, and everyone's like, oh well, we can just dump on America and say that, you know, all these other countries do it better, and then everybody's like idiots and blah blah blah. Yeah, like slavery's obviously a very dark part of the history. So is like the wars with the Native Americans. Like all those are things, like obviously, yeah, like there was some dirty stuff. It's not like this was like the whatever, but what I'm saying is that the values that the country was founded on was intended to benefit the citizens and the people who were here. And what I feel like has happened now is that the people who live in the country have basically have become unappreciative of what we do have, and they've abused it. And they don't, and it was made to allow people themselves to maintain some level of responsibility and thus power, as opposed to the government having all the power and just telling everybody what to do. And the problem too nowadays is there's lots of people who want to be told what to do, and they want to just pass the buck to somebody else, and they think that, you know, there's lots of, like when you see like the looting and the riots and the like whatever's going on in Chicago and stuff, it's like, dude, we don't need to be acting like that. Like, I don't understand where that's coming, like how it adds up to be acting like that. And then it's like, well, and then like the whole gun thing, like the people that are using their guns inappropriately are just like, oh my god, they're ruining it. Like there's certain people that shouldn't have guns, but then the problem is every time there's a shooting, it turns into instead of figuring out anything about the shooting, it turns into a political gun debate where, oh, everybody should give away their guns. We shouldn't have guns in the country. I'm like, trust me, like, this country's run like a mob. There's gonna be, the guns aren't, even if the government starts taking them, there's gonna be people with guns for a very, 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 very long time. And part of the reason we have guns is so hopefully they just collect dust on the shelf. But, you know, hopefully the gun's never used. It just collects dust on the shelf. But it tells the government, hey, you know, we're the citizens. We're allowed to be armed. So you don't have to, you know, you just mind your manners and have some respect for the people of the country. And everybody's like, just give up the guns. We don't want the guns. And then it's going to be, let's give up this. Let's give up this. And then I just feel like we're going to have nothing. And we're going to be a bunch of animals that are like domesticated animals. Yeah, I'm on a spiel now about, you know, but yeah, I don't, it's like, it's the accountability of people that is like becoming a problem, because they don't have a need. We've had it so good that we haven't needed to like actually be accountable for things. YOLO though, yeah, I'm just chilling. I mean, I don't have strong political opinions anyway. You know, I'm not like, I don't lean one way or the other. I just like, I look at what's going on and I just am like irked about it. And I feel like there's a lot of people that are fighting that don't need to be fighting, but they've basically been like baited into like arguing about beliefs that are just like, you're like, half the time it's like they're making something out of nothing. And the way the government acts, Every dollar is a vote, yeah. The way the government acts is like, oh my god. I feel like they're playing us all because nothing they do makes any sense to me. I don't like, I mean, I think it like they're all just criminals, like all of them. I don't know. It's like, it's a mess. A lot of it might just be propaganda, and I might just be buying into it too. But, because, I mean, life's good if you just look the other, like, if you just, I don't want to say look the other way, that's a bad expression, but if you just, like, live your life. But some of this crap is going on, and I'm like, oh, man. But yeah, like, I don't know. I just think it's an accountability problem. It's like we as citizens, we have the ability, we have some level of ability and power. We don't want to squander it by, you know, wasting it. Yeah, ignorance is bliss. Yeah. So I didn't want to say look the other way because it's like, it's probably, you don't want to just like let something continue. But at the same time, it's like, I think it's intended for us to be like very fixated on lots of these issues. And like obviously if you go outside right now, you know, you go take a walk in nature, you go to a nice like like I don't know, you have a nice dinner, or maybe you just go out, like there's lots of good people everywhere. Like it's not like everybody is whatever. So that's kind of what I meant. Is like the world is, if it's a nice place if you look at it that way, and if you're around nice people and whatnot. But if you're like doom scrolling TikTok or you're like reading Twitter, it's like, oh my god. And like one thing about streaming is I obviously spend a lot of time on the internet, and the way that people act on the internet just isn't how they act in real life. So every once in a while I have to remind myself, like, okay, it's literally just the internet. It's fine. Like, it's not the way that the majority of people act. I need to kill at least one more of these. I don't know if the Apex one counts or not. I'm hoping it does. Like this big froggy guy. Oops. My lock-on ran out. I'm gonna just recharge this. I'm gonna, oh, off me. I need to hit this. Here we go. I don't know how I missed that. Okay. This other problem, I didn't even shoot him just now. See how loud the controller is. Ow! Oh, I have no berries now. Where's my mount? I haven't ate it yet, but there we go. There we go. Look how crapped on that thing just got. Alright, there's that trophy. There you go, baby. I'm gonna loot this guy and we're gonna run. So we've killed 5 of those frog dudes and 50 of these little whatever these guys are. I feel like they're inspired by like bees or something. Mosquitoes. It's a cool idea. I need to repair this thing. Hang on. Okay, don't. Where'd he go? Be kind to yourself. Yeah, I think that's a good place to start, honestly. It's kind of a different discussion, but I have like a belief that everything is part of the same self as well. So like people tend to take parts of their experience in life and kind of alienate it as something other than themselves, and I think that causes a lot of like issues as well. But I really like, I think being kind to yourself is a very good spot to start. I think it's very good advice. Be a pleasant person to yourself too, you know, and then you can carry that on with your environment. Can I get this thing to land or no? I really want to repair it. Now he's picking me up like I want him to. I need him to land because this dude looks like he's on his last leg. There, come on, it's a nice beach. Oh god. Where's my, what's ahead? I think everybody habitually, like, I'm definitely guilty of it, is just consumes too much, like, nonsense, too. I think a lot of that tends to be bad influence. Because, again, like, you could sit there and criticize it in your mind all day long, but... just like I'm more or less doing right now. Alright, what's up with this? Wait. That's where it is. Hop in here. You're gonna sleep? Alright, buddy. It is late.
If I want its data, I'll need to follow its flight path.
Also, Bubble Slice, the good news is I did do... like, I've done all the quests. This is just the side content, which I'm actually trying to wrap up. I want the trophies, basically. But yeah, the good news is I, like, the main actual quests and, like, the storyline of this I already did. Know thyself, know thy enemy. Yeah. Everything in your life is somehow related to yourself. You know, when you get angry at somebody, there's obviously a component of that, like an external physical component that you can look at it as. But it is telling you something about yourself as well. There's always a message about yourself in everything that happens and in the way that you interpret everything.
Barely made it back today. We were sent to extract data of great importance to Zero Dawn. Our mission led us to this freaking bougie baby clinic in the hills. Why does a super weapon need info on embryo storage? Soldiers, civilians, we're being turned
It's good to
into
see you again, though,
biomass
Tiger
solutions for
Shark.
this?
If you're still here.
None of it added up. But there wasn't time to dig deeper. The swarm was eating the hills. We barely got back to the bird. The 4th, 9th, and 11th MRBs put up a good fight against a Titan. I doubt many survived.
This game graphically is just... I've already said it on this stream, but I'm not even playing it on HDR or anything, but even still, it's just like I can't think of a game that's able to have more, that has more detail
Then he died for Zero Dawn.
and runs
Whatever the hell it really is.
The public couldn't know
like
the
so
truth.
smoothly.
Elizabeth knew it was the only way.
Okay, so that's number 4, I think, out of 6. Okay, this is all the way left. Yes, for real. I don't know how they pulled this off. I mean, and then my PC, like, can barely run Fortnite. Like, hello? On low graphics.
Crackling with those storm clouds looming.
Look at this.
Better be careful.
It doesn't matter what the weather is. It's raining, it's storming, there's crap going on. The boss for this DLC was massive. Like, physically. And, oh my god. Like, look, the trees are waving around. Free game gonna mine in the BG. You talking about
I gotta
Fortnite?
get out of here.
What's up, Cam? Finished part 2. I have not played part 2. Did you love it or hate it?
This door's locked.
Because apparently it's
Electrical
one or the
disturbance
other.
from the storm, maybe?
Oh my god. I did Last of Us Part 1 like around the time the show came out, just by coincidence. And I can't remember if I played through it once or twice, but it was good. But I never played the second one. You loved it? Okay. I've just heard it's very polarizing. I think I know what happens in it. But I probably will try not to have that particular conversation. You gotta do the achievements, yeah. Do you... So you have a PlayStation then, right? That you're playing some of this stuff on?
I'm not gonna last long like this.
Okay, I gotta get in here. There's another... It's like the main building. Yeah, Last of Us is really good. Locked? What the frick? Richard's got the PS4? Okay. Saw you were doing Stray, I'm assuming, too. So... Are you planning on getting, like, the Platinum Trophy? Ow. W. Richard. Abby gonna choke everyone. Yeah, dude. He bought you the first game on PC. Oh, right. Well, I guess the achievements are the same, though, actually, right? As the ones that PlayStation has. I forget, it was like the collectibles was one thing. Or maybe it was that there was multiplayer trophies. I think that's what it was. There was some reason I opted not to platinum that game.
Storm's lashing out.
Alright, I'm looking for something, but I'm getting like crapped on in the meantime. Hang on. I'm gonna say... Oh, he's got it pinned right on the freaking site here. Is it really there? Hang on. Can I pin this? I'm looking for something silly. No, it's not here. I don't know if I have to kill the Stormbird. I don't even know where the Stormbird is. They don't have the achievements for harder difficulties. Okay. Yeah, well, I think what it was is there was a DLC that added the grounded mode where you're like one shot and you have no HUD. Which, that mode is extremely annoying. But yeah, I think that was like an add-on. I don't think you needed that for the Platinum, but I think for me it was just the fact that there was like... You were gonna have to spend like 20 hours or something in multiplayer, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I just don't have the time. Alright, focus. Tell me. It's here. Wait, what's that? It is there. It's in that locked building, isn't it? Son of a gun. How do I unlock this? Look. You can't max out. I think that's true. No, that's definitely true. You can't. There's no way. I might die here. I figured this building would have something to do with this. Played Stray the day it came out. Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't play that game until sometime last year. It was good. It just
right out here.
the fact that you don't meet the other cats again really pissed me off. But that little thing where you had to run through the thing and not get hit by those whatever those things are called, I hated that so much. You don't have everything maxed out after 2 playthroughs, dang. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's decent. The game's fun enough to play twice. How do you... Okay, before I just waste all my time. Fly into the storm cloud. Oh, I have to kill this storm bird. Yeet, let's go. This is probably going to be a big problem. Oh, yeah. Which game would you say that part 2 is
If I want to
better?
explore the island, I've got to figure out what's causing it. I could try my focus.
I figured if I ever got the remastered version, I would maybe try to platinum that. Because it's apparently like the same exact game, but just maybe remastered. So I figured if I ever wanted to go get all the collectibles and whatever, maybe I would just do that. There we go.
That stormbird's headed into the clouds. I could track it with my focus.
Your dad's gonna let you
That
finally
stormbird's
grow your
behaving
hair
erratically.
out. Nice.
I think it's seeding the clouds somehow.
Your opinion part 1 is better. Okay, that's interesting. Part 1 was really good.
Whoa! Close call.
Did I platinum
keep
Zero
track of
Dawn?
it.
Absolutely.
Stormbird sighting. It's gone again.
I loved it too. Away! Yeah, that was a fun one. It took me... Alright, that's the only buggy thing I've seen. What was I about to say? Oh, I remember it. Like, it took me, I probably said it before, but I had tried it the one time and didn't fully get into it. With that game, I feel like you really have to get partway in to figure out, like, what it's actually about. And then once you figure that out, I feel like it's way more fun. But Zero Dawn just starts a little bit slow. Do I have to... Okay, thank God. Okay, let's try this instead. This, if I hit this in the right spot, this will grab on them. So I'm gonna mark him. I don't think I even did. There we go. Right. I'm gonna zap him. No. Okay, I didn't even shoot that time. Bubble, did you finish Zero Dawn as well? Oh, he's stunned. Wait, let me do this. Wait, wait. Here we go. Oh my god, this thing is tough. There we go. I don't have enough weapon stamina. Oops, wrong thing. This weapon that I'm using, they actually give you in this DLC. I like it a lot. Okay, nice. Yeah. It's really good though, wasn't it? Frozen Wilds is really good. The one thing that I think Frozen Wilds has on this game, and I'm probably nitpicking a bit, this game more or less adds... I'm gonna try something. This game more or less adds like 2.5 new machines. You got that frog thing that I killed earlier. Like that big old frog. It's called a bile gut or something. And you got those little like bee things or whatever they are. The sting spawn. And then you get the water wing, which is basically a carbon copy of the what is it, the sun wing, whatever the one you can fly on is, except that the water wing can also dive into the water, which is really, really cool. But I feel like Zero Dawn's new machines were a lot harder hitting.
Could have caused some real damage.
And like they were more like, you're like, okay, like this is some new crap right here.
Another corrupted
I
recording on
wasn't
this
as
transmitter.
overwhelmed by the
Following a flight
DLC
path should help
machines
repair it.
in this game.